Hey guys, Seaman235. It's really late, so that's why I might look a little messy and tired, but I just wanted to record this because there are two things that I'm going to record. So if you're wondering what they both are, I'm going to be wearing this sweatshirt in both of them, and it's going to be this recording location. The first thing is 2014 review part 3. I forgot two things, so I'm going to make this video quick. The first thing I forgot was Star Wars Rebels, the new TV show, the new Star Wars cartoon, made by most of the same creators as Star Wars The Clone Wars. Greg Weisman, the person who made Gargoyles, was involved, and I really like his work. I love Spectacular Spider-Man, Young Justice, Gargoyles I even like, and so, you know, I heard he left after the second season, so hopefully it'll remain the same quality. It should. You know, most of the people from the Clone Wars are back. But anyway, in terms of what we have of the first season so far, and I'm counting the new episodes that aired recently. Like, I actually just recently saw the recent episode, Vision of Hope, on Demand. If you're wondering how I saw it early, they air episodes early on Demand. That's what they do. I don't know why. But with that said, Star Wars Rebels is a great show. I think all the characters are really likable. Well, Sabine's kind of two-dimensional, but other than Sabine, every other character is great. And even Sabine I have nothing against. She's just not as interesting as the other characters. It's really funny. The character interaction is much better than in the Clone Wars, though. I do still like the Clone Wars, but the character and the character interaction is a bit more... It's a lot better in this show than it was in the Clone Wars. Not to say the Clone Wars was bad. The Clone Wars got better as time went on. But Rebels is, you know, it has a great start. Hopefully it'll have a great ending, too. I'm not sure how they're going to end it, though. Because, like, are these characters going to die? Because they're not in the original trilogy. So, we'll see. But, you know, I do like Kanan. Ezra... is a really cool kid. I like Sabine, even though she's not the most interesting character. I really like Hera. Hera is a really cool character. She's also very interesting. I like how she's the mother of the group. I always like those kinds of characters, like Jet from Cowboy Bebop as the father of the group, as the voice of reason. And I don't know, I always like those kinds of characters. And Zeb. Zeb is hilarious. And it's Stephen Blum. I mean, you can't go wrong with Stephen Blum. So, and of course there's Chopper, which is... Chopper really is funny. I actually really like Chopper. I know some people are kind of getting sick of him, but I really like Chopper. I think he's funny. Overall, the episodes are really cool. I especially like the new episodes they've been airing. They actually had Lando Calrissian in one of the episodes. And I can't wait to see where they're going in future episodes. I can't really talk much about the first season because it's not finished yet, but it is definitely enjoyable so far. One thing I do have a problem with, though, is that some of the character development is a bit rushed in the show, especially in Path of the Jedi. That one, the ending felt a bit rushed. It was a good episode, but it felt like it could have... It felt like it kind of rushed it because it's a half-hour... time slot and not a full 1 hour. If anything, I think it probably should have been a 1 hour special or something like that, because if it's going to be an episode that's really focused on plot and character development, it really shouldn't rush that kind of stuff. And I felt like it did in some cases. And it hints at Kanan also having some development, but it doesn't really go anywhere. So I really kind of hope that they do a better job with the character development just a little bit. But it is still good. It is a great show. I am enjoying it. So, and the animation is much better. It feels much more organic than Clone Wars, where the Clone Wars was a bit wooden. Granted, the animation got better again as time went on because they started getting a bit more lively, I guess. It just, like, the animation in the early episodes just looked weird in the Clone Wars, but the Rebels, it's really good. And then there's the other thing I forgot, a movie. Big Hero 6. Big Hero 6 is a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. Now, I know some people were saying, oh my gosh, it's the best movie I've ever seen in my life. But I don't think it's that good. It is really good, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't put it up as one of the best movies of the year. I still think How to Train Your Dragon 2, X-Men Days of Future Past, I almost said Amazing Spider-Man 2 is not one of the best movies of the year. What was I thinking? Captain America the Winter Soldier, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, I almost said Amazing Spider-Man 2 because it's Marvel. Marvel's had a great year, except for that one phenomenal flop. But with that said, Big Hero 6 is a really fun movie. Hero and Baymax have great chemistry. They have a great interaction. Baymax is just one of the most adorable characters I've ever seen. I just want to hug the thing. It's so it's just so lovable, you know? You can't hate Baymax, and he was the best part of the film. At the same time, the character development, while I have seen it done before, it was still done really well. And the action scenes were pretty awesome. They were some of the best action scenes I've seen in, an animation so far, an animated film so far. Like, they were right up there with How to Train Your Dragon 2. And I really liked the villain, surprisingly. It had a really cool twist with the villain that I legitimately didn't see coming. Maybe other people did, I didn't. So, I give it credit for that. The movie is very clever. But yeah, overall it was a really good movie. Not as good as everyone says it is, but still a really fun, entertaining movie. And it's definitely entertaining for kids. And that's pretty much it. I don't think I forgot anything else, at least nothing really important. So with that said, I'm the Seaman235, signing out.